I was today years old when I found
So
out.
the name Reiki comes from Japanese for Rei, which means universal life, and Ki, which means universal life energy. So Reiki is all about getting the energy from the universe. And it is based on the premise that all of us can channel that universal energy. But to be a Reiki master, you have to be attuned by another Reiki master. And this is how do you get attuned? They have you incorporate or be attuned to these symbols that were channeled by a Japanese man named Mikao Asui, who he was a shaman. We know this from his headstone, and he was a shaman of the Shingindu family clan. So it's really interesting that all of this nowadays people say, but it's Christian, and Usui taught at a Christian seminary. You're going to hear that argument a lot. So where did that argument came from? Well, it came from the woman that I just referenced, and her name was Takata, and she was a Reiki master under the lineage of one of Usui's students. With Usui's blessings in the 1930s, she brought Reiki to Hawaii, where she was from. So she brought it from Japan to the West, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, this is interesting, and this is you can even go on Wikipedia, which is a pretty liberal site, and get the same information I'm about to say. Mm-hmm. Takata, she construed Reiki's history of development in order to make Reiki more appealing to the West. To this end, she made a story up to relate Reiki to Jesus Christ and not with Buddhism. She presented Usui as being a dean of a Christian school, which was not true. Usui obtained the knowledge of Reiki from the Buddhist religious book called Tantra of the Lightning Flash. We know this from Usui's own journals. But Takata claimed that Usui had been inspired by the story of Jesus Christ, who had healed with the touch of his hand using Reiki, and so had come to America to learn Reiki. So she told this to spread Reiki to Christians, believing that otherwise, people would reject it. In 1994, the original manuscript of Usui was found, in which he claimed that Reiki had originated from Buddhism and from his visions. And that includes these symbols that we're going to show on the screen right now. And I don't know about you, but symbolism to me is pretty creepy topic. And I get really kind of upset when I look at some of these symbols. So you have to memorize these symbols. You have to know what they mean. I knew one woman who had the tattooed on her wrist so that she said she could throw them at people with her hand. Wow. And then you learn how to do it remotely to people.